after 7 o'clock. 19 minutes after 7 o'clock. It's the 19th day of August. Yeah, 2/19. And it's 74 degrees here at the Source, WOCA, broadcasting live from the Paddock Mall just outside of the WOCA commissary.
Yep. August.
Also known as the food court.
Oh, is it still known as that?
Yeah,
WOCA
I know some people.
Commissary. I love
some
that.
people do still call it the food court. I know it is old school, but
yes, it is.
That's just the way. You have to speak to every part of your audience. Some people will call it the food court. Others already have adapted to the new name, the WOCA commissary.
That's right.
Good morning, Robin. How are you?
Good. Good morning, Larry. How you doing?
Good. Got a good program this morning at 7:35. I've been kind of holding off on talking about the Rick Perry indictment in Texas and all that, but I think I'm ready to do it. I thought it was dumb, but I found a really great quote from Alan Dershowitz from Harvard. He comments a lot on a lot of different talk shows, so I got a soundbite from him, and then we'll talk about it, and then we can actually expand it to where we are going as a country when it comes to trying to handle everything with a lawsuit. Everything. Yeah. I mean, John Boehner suing the president, that kind of thing. I mean, have we made somehow misunderstood what a lawsuit should be for? So or indictments, anything like that. But it's threatening to put people in jail, threatening to sue people for a dollar amount. So that's the bigger argument. Okay, we'll do that at 7:35. I don't know what to say about Missouri. I think that whole thing in Ferguson, Missouri, and it was another topic I thought I would bring up at 7:35, but I don't know what to say about that. I don't know how, if something was done wrong in the and obviously our hearts go out to the family of the young man who died. But we don't know if he wasn't involved in some kind of criminal activity.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't know that, and let's just give the benefit of the doubt to him. Let's give the benefit of the doubt to the young man who's no longer with us. Let's just give him the benefit of the doubt just for a second here. What does tearing up your town accomplish?
Yeah.
What does that accomplish? I just won't get. I'll never understand that whole thing.
No, you still got to live there. I mean, why destroy your own neighborhood?
And again, never mind. I just don't know what to say about it. It's just one of those things where it just looks nutty to me. If it was happening here, I would think just the same thing. I would say, why are you tearing up the town?
Yeah.
The town didn't hurt you. Didn't kill your son. The town didn't kill the young man.
Let justice.
Anyway, all right, so I'll get past that. All right, 8:35, we'll report the news. That is one of the news items. It apparently became elevated overnight again up in Ferguson, Missouri. So that's one of many news bites that we'll have. 9:05 today, Caroline Baldwin will calm us all down. She's our master gardener, and she'll talk about gardening.
Yes, she is.
And your lawns, etc.
We should have a fountain in here when she's on.
Just when she's on.
Yeah, when she's on, we'll put a fountain in here. We'll have
just when she's on.
Palm trees,
Not a bad idea.
Yeah, that soothing sound of the fountain.
Dr. Courtney K. Moore is coming on at 10:05. Dr. Moore is going to talk about the results of a 2014 Harris poll, talking about women and overactive bladders.
Yeah.
Oh, that must have been an uncomfortable questionnaire.
Well, it's a problem when a woman gets older. It really is.
It's a problem for men too, isn't it? I mean, if you're peeing all over yourself, that's pretty bad, isn't it?
Yeah. But you guys pee a lot more than women anyway throughout the year.
Ron Crawford will come on at 10:20. He's coming into the studio. He's the chairman of the Marion County School Board, and the Marion County School. He's a candidate for the school board, so he'll be in here to talk about his candidacy, etc. Damage Control, Joe Reichel coming into the studio to answer your questions about your do-it-yourself home improvement projects.
Yeah.
He'll tell you what kind of tools you should use. You can't fix everything with a butter knife.
No.
Melody, how do I pronounce her last name?
Mosey. Like noisy.
Moisey. Melody Moisey.
Yep.
Is the author of a book called Haldol and Hyacinths. It's a bipolar life memoir.
Yep.
It also says here
Yes.
She's an Iranian-American Muslim activist.
Yep.
Now, what does that mean? Active in what way? Should I be nervous with her?
I don't know. Well,
she was
she's on the
diagnosed with
phone,
bipolar. She sounded really sweet in the thing I heard.
Yeah.
She's an attorney. She's
There you go.
she's a United Nations global expert. She's appeared as a contributor to CNN, NPR, the BBC, PRI. What is PRI?
I have no clue.
The Washington Post, the Christian Science Monitor, the Guardian, the New York Times, and so she's talking about her book, Haldol and Hyacinth.
Yeah.
We will find out together, kids. Fun with Joe today. I have a fun topic, I hope, and not an easy one. I have book titles.
Okay.
Joe just already went, oh, man.
Yeah.
But each of these books is made into a film.
Oh, okay.
Aha. So the question will be, what was the title of the film? Sometimes a book that's made into a film, the film would have the same title as the book.
Yeah.
But not always. In every one of these cases, these are famous movies made from famous books, but the book had a different title than the movie.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's
Yep.
pretty good.
We'll figure it out.
The segment with Galen, and Galen, you know the zone from Life South. I have some fun fast food restaurant stories I just want to share with you. I just found a bunch of them.
Are they good or bad?
Oh, they're funny.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they're just...
Not
they make you
gross.
think. No, they're not gross. No, I didn't go the gross route today.
Okay.
No. So there you go. Yeah, the other day, you and I were out videotaping. We were putting this video together. We had an idea.
Yep.
And we
On
ended
Facebook.
up calling it Ocala Postcard. And the idea was simple. We would take the video camera on a tripod so it would be steady. We would go to different locations in the downtown Ocala area and just tape for 3 minutes without moving the camera at all. Just 3 minutes. And then we would speed it up so those 3 minutes became 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So it's very fast, very fast. And,
Yeah,
and the
cool.
cool part about it is you're looking at this thing for 5 seconds at a clip. So for 5 seconds, here's one scene. For 5 seconds, here's another scene. And it's so fast because 3 minutes has been condensed into 5 seconds that you can see the clouds move. The cars are moving
Yeah.
very fast. The lights are changing from red to green like in the snap of a finger.
The palm trees.
The palm trees are shaking. Everything's kind of funny. But I kind of went on a tangent there talking about the video. In the process of doing this, we're standing in the middle of the road down by the old library. What is it called now?
Yeah.
Okay.
HS.
And here comes a man on a phone.
A young man.
A young man on a cell phone.
20s.
And he says to the person on the phone, hold on, I'm going to ask these people. So he says to me, excuse me, is this Ocala or Ocala? So first he wants to know the pronunciation of the city. I said, it's Ocala. Then he says, do you know how to get to Leesburg Hospital? Yes, I do. You have to go to Leesburg.
Yeah.
How do I get there? Well, you take 441 South until you get to Leesburg.
That's right.
Is that Pine Street? Yeah, that's Pine. Pine Avenue. Oh, okay. My truck is stuck on the top of that overpass. You know that overpass over there? Now he's pointing to the overpass that I can't see.
By the courthouse.
By the courthouse, he says, my truck is stuck over there. It's on top of the hill.
Yes.
I ran out of diesel fuel. So here, my mind's going, okay, he's asking for money for diesel fuel. He didn't need to. Oh, by the way, he told us his mother had a heart attack. That's why he has to get to the hospital.
Yeah.
So he's ready, setting us up to be sorry for him. And he's stuck. He's stranded. He's got to get to Leesburg. Right?
Right.
Okay. So then he's at the top of the hill, and the police have given him 30 minutes to get his truck off the roadway. I said, is your truck blocking traffic? He said, yes. I said, and you said you're on top of the hill. He said, yes. I said, can't you roll down the hill?
Yeah.
No. Why? Don't the brakes work? Yeah, the brakes work. Well, why can't you roll down the hill?
Yeah.
If I was stuck on a hill and there was traffic coming up at me, I would just roll down the hill, pull off the side of the road, and then try to find a way to get gasoline
Exactly.
or diesel, whatever it is, right?
Exactly.
So anyway, at this point, Robert and I figured out that this guy was just trying to rip us off or get money from us somehow. And I said, well,
Yeah.
who's on the phone? He said, it's my mother. She's in the hospital. She just had a heart attack. I said, Well, she can't help you? No,
Yes.
she just had a heart attack. Well, she's in the hospital. She's on the phone. She can't be that bad.
That's right.
She can't be that bad. And you're not going to be able to help her any more than the hospital can help her.
Yeah.
So go to your truck, roll down the hill,
That's right.
and then
Take
go
care
bump
of it.
somebody for some money.
Yeah.
He never once asked for money. And Robin, you had a good point. He probably knew it was against the law to ask for money in the city of Ocala.
That's right.
Next time I'm going to think better. I'm going to say, hold on, let me call the police chief. I know him.
That's right.
He'll help you out. All right, we'll be right back.
Fox News Radio, I'm Steve Rappaport. Another hot and hot-tempered night in Ferguson, Missouri.
Don't put your hands on me. Understand that? Understand that? Don't put your hands.
Violent protests continue over the police killing of an unarmed black teenager. 2 people shot, 31 arrested.
I want to encourage the good people of this area to come out and protest during the daytime hours. Make your voices heard when you can be seen.
State Highway Patrol Captain Ron Johnson. Negotiations for a long-term truce between Israel and Hamas resuming after both sides extended their ceasefire for another day.
A representative there from Hamas say this extension is the last chance. The proposal being discussed doesn't tackle the key issues, which the Israelis say can be discussed at a later date.
Fox Radio's Emily Wither, an icon with an iconic voice.
It's Saturday Night Live!
Veteran TV announcer Don Pardo has died. He was 96 years old. Fox News. We report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network.
That's the sound of your skin cooking. Because it's August, it's Florida, and it's hot. That's the sound of cool, refreshing water as you splash into your new Radiant Pool from ASP, America's swimming pool company. And right now is the perfect time to put a Radiant Pool in your yard. Not only will you be cooling off in style while adding value to your home, but now through Labor Day, with any Radiant Pool purchase, you'll receive an all-inclusive Cancun getaway vacation for 4. So you can enjoy your new pool all year round and get an incredible getaway vacation anytime you want it. And Radiant Pools can be installed underground, above ground, and anywhere in between. And did you know that you could finance your new pool with an interest rate as low as 4.99%? But you have to act now. This deal ends on Labor Day. So call ASP, America's Swimming Pool Company, 352-861-7229. That's 352-861-7229. Or stop by their new showroom, 9169 South Highway 441 in Ocala.
This is a public notice. Local residents can now save thousands of dollars on their next car, truck, or SUV. It's not a tent sale, because no tent is big enough to hold this many cars. It's OcalaForSale.com. Say goodbye to sticker shock. OcalaForSale.com has thousands of vehicles with no stickers at all. But hurry, don't walk, don't run. Just sit down and log on to OcalaForSale.com. Prices and inventory change daily. Offer does not include dealer upcharge, undercutting, less proofing, factory surcharge, or delivery fee. See website for details.
Your home is safe, or is it? AA Lock, Dock, and Security. The name has been a staple in Ocala since 1985. Do you have the right equipment in place to have peace of mind when you are at home or away? AA Lock, Dock, and Security has the right people to install and monitor your home or business. Call today for a free on-site security analysis. Call 867-1965. AA Lock, Dock, and Security, 219 Northwest 10th Street, 867-1965.
Your weekends are getting a little retool.
Swear to God, not making a joke.
Check this out.
New shows?
Check. Some new talent. Check. Let's welcome the guys.
Let's get it going.
Arnie Spanier.
Unbelievable.
TJ Reeves.
This is what you get.
Your weekends are on fire. Because that's how exotic it is.
Men, do you know your testosterone level? Are you experiencing decreased energy levels or unusual sleeping problems? Have you noticed you have less strength or endurance, decreased sex drive, increased irritability or depression? If so, you may be experiencing problems with low testosterone. If you're interested in a free testosterone screening, please call Renstar Medical Research at 352-629-5800. Again, that number is 352-629-5800.
Thank you. 25 minutes before 8 o'clock. Beautiful looking Tuesday morning. Hope you're doing well. Second day of school. So now the real work begins, right? Yesterday was just, hey, how you doing all summer long?
Yeah, it's fun.
How was your summertime? My summertime was fun.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
What was that? Was the movie Grease? Wasn't that what that was about?
Was.
They come back to school after this?
Yeah.
74 degrees here at the Paddock Mall. And let's see, a couple things I want to tell you before we do anything. There's a ribbon cutting this coming Friday, right? Mm-hmm. And it is, hold on, I'll tell you where it is and everything, at the Advanced Auto Parts new store down in Summerfield. And the ribbon cutting is 10:30 in the morning, 10:30 a.m. Friday morning, and celebrate the Advanced Auto Parts new store right there on Southeast 109th Terrace Road in Summerfield.
Yep.
Take 441 south until you cross South State Road 42. 1 mile after that on your left is Stonecrest Community, and they are the shopping plaza in front of that community.
Okay.
All right.
Nice. It's a nice area down there in the villages.
So before we do our discussion about the Rick Perry thing and all that, and maybe we should touch a little bit on, I don't really know if we should touch on Ferguson, Missouri or not, but I have something totally unrelated to that to just kind of read here.
Okay.
I have friends, and we all probably do, who are not really friends. I don't know some people on my Facebook list. Mm-hmm. I went through it one time, and I was asking myself, do I know this person? And I really knew a lot of people. It was unbelievable how many people I really know. But there's also a number that I don't really know. But anyway, now and then somebody who I don't really know posts something, and I like it. You know, click like, there you go, like it, right? Mm-hmm. And so there was one I read, and I wanted to share it with you. I thought it was kind of fun and funny, and I think you'll get a chuckle out of it. I don't know the person who posted this, and right now I can't even think of his name. But anyway, he apparently works at a Best Buy store, not around here, and I don't know where. But anyway, this is what he wrote. He actually, his job is cart attendant.
Okay.
That's his whole job, is cart attendant. I don't think our Best Buy has as much traffic as is necessary for a cart attendant. But anyway, that's what he does. Mm-hmm. He said it was a rather slow day, and his coworkers and he were getting ready to go get more carts when he heard an undercover security guard yelling. And the undercover security guard said, "Stop this guy, he stole an iPod."
Oh.
Okay. Or maybe that should be iPad, I don't know. The security guard heads the guy off at the front, and the shoplifter pulls a knife.
Oh.
The shoplifter pulls a knife, and he says, "Let me get by, or I'll cut the blank out of you." So the security guard, of course, lets him pass because he doesn't want to get hurt, and he doesn't want anybody else to get hurt. The shoplifter tries to run out the entrance while an elderly-looking man is entering. Elderly looking. Now, this guy is a young guy who posted this. I don't know him, but he looks young in this Facebook thing. So I could be elderly looking,
or somebody that's 40 could be elderly looking.
But I think this guy's older. You'll find out why I think that. The elderly man then proceeds to, and this is what he says, clothesline the thief. Clothesline. I guess that means put his arm out and make him just fall down with his own.
Oh, yeah.
On his own strength, right?
Yeah, right.
He puts his arm up like a clothesline, right?
Yeah.
Then he jumps on top of him. Then he punches him in the face. Then he gets the knife away from him.
Good for him.
Then the elderly man stands up. Mm-hmm. Okay? The elderly man says, "I got him." So here you have 2 security guards and 2 cart attendants standing there looking at what just happened. The security guard then takes the shoplifter into the security office to get the police. And the fellow cart attendant and the guy who posted this talk to the old man. And they say to him, "That was so cool, dude." That was so cool, okay? Where did you learn to do that? The elderly man says, "Oh, that was nothing. I learned how to do that from my DI in basic years ago." Turns out he was a Marine veteran who fought through World War II.
Oh, my.
So just to give you an idea, he's not our age. He's considerably older than us. He also was in the Vietnam War and the Korean War.
Wow.
He was in 3 wars. Needless to say, the man was made an honorary employee, which means he gets an employee discount for the rest of his life at this Best Buy store.
Well, gosh, he should get something for free for the rest of his life.
Well, he gets a discount.
Wow.
So every time he goes in there, he gets an employee discount.
Yeah.
So he's got to be like 80-something years old. Isn't that a cool story?
That's a very cool story. Very, very cool story.
All right, so let me let's talk about this. This story has been avoided by me a little bit because I keep thinking it's more of a Texas story, and I don't know how much it applies to us. But considering the fact that Rick Perry probably is going to be taking a shot at being a president of this country, I thought it was interesting. It's in that light, it makes it interesting that somebody might want to have him sent to jail.
Yeah.
Are you familiar with this story, first of all?
No, I'm
not
just,
at all.
I'm just familiar with the immigration and stuff over there.
Okay, well,
the
and
illegal
that's
immigrants coming over the border. I don't know what
that
you're
is
gonna say.
really not what this is about. A judge has decided not to issue an arrest warrant for Texas Governor Rick Perry.
Okay.
That, according to a court official yesterday, meaning the governor of the state of Texas can continue traveling the country and gearing up for a possible presidential run in 2016, despite being indicted on 2 felony counts of abuse of power.
Gosh.
The 2 statutes under which he was indicted are because of a drunk driving arrest. Perry was indicted on Friday, accused of abuse of power by withholding funds to the district attorney's office in Travis County, Texas, which is the county. Austin is the county seat. Following the drunk driving arrest of County District Attorney Rosemary Lemberg. If you look up the video, you will see her being arrested and being very belligerent to the officers trying to process her. The morning after she slept off her drunk, by the way.
Oh, my gosh.
He was also charged with coercion as opponents claimed his veto of funds for the county's integrity unit was an attempt to force Lemberg to resign. So the fact that this is a political decision or an executive decision based on what he feels is best is one of the issues that our whole country is facing right now. It's not just in Texas. We see this happening even on a national level.
In the president,
right.
All the executive orders.
So let's see. I want to play for you a quote from Alan Dershowitz. Am I saying his name right? Alan Dershowitz. He obviously is not a Rick Perry fan, but he thinks, he feels, and makes a good case as to why it's ludicrous to hold him, to file an indictment against him. I hope I have enough time to play this. Here's the soundbite from Alan Dershowitz.
You know, I'm a liberal Democrat. No way I would ever vote for Rick Perry. I don't approve of his views on most matters, certainly on social matters. I don't particularly like the way he's used his veto power. Were I a Texas voter, I'd probably vote against him. But the idea of indicting him because he threatened to veto spending unless a district attorney who was caught drinking and driving resigned, that's not anything for a criminal indictment. That's a political issue. If you don't like his use of veto, vote against him. The 2 statutes under which he was indicted are reminiscent of the old Soviet Union. Abuse of authority. In the Soviet Union, if a person was deposed from office, they would immediately be indicted, and that's what happens in totalitarian societies. But in the United States of America, we don't arrest people and indict people because the other party thinks they abuse their office. Everybody in the Republican side is now accusing Obama of abusing his office. Democrats abused Cheney and Bush of abusing their office. That's what politics is all about. And the idea of coercing a public official, has Texas ever heard of lobbying? That's what lobbying is all about. If you don't support our bill, we'll not contribute next time to your campaign. That's not the basis for what a criminal charge should be. Criminal charges should be based on violating clear statutes that are criminal in nature. This is political in nature, and that's why I'm so opposed to it.
All right,
Good
so
for him.
Yeah, so let's kind of take a little break. I went a little bit long there, so let's take a little break, and when we come back, we'll discuss that a little bit and see what you think, and expand it beyond the Texas issue, beyond the Rick Perry issue, and let's look at what is the word litigious society?
Yes,
they call us a litigious society.
Mm-hmm.
We are too lawsuit happy. So let's talk about that and how it applies to the people we elect into offices and how you feel about what he said, basically. So we'll take a little break and be right back if I do this right.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today and hot with a thunderstorm in the area this afternoon and evening. The high today 92 to 96. Then mainly clear and warm tonight, though 73 to 77. Tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun. There can be a thunderstorm in places, mainly near the coast, though, the high 92 to 96. And on Thursday, sunshine mixing with clouds. Watch out for a shower or thunderstorm, high 92 to 96. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Hi, I'm Yvette, and I'm here to tell you a few things about ABC Frederick's Appliance. They sell not only new, but used guaranteed appliances. When you call ABC Frederick's Appliance, they will provide service on what they sell and any appliances that you own. ABC Frederick's Appliance is located in Bellevue, right over the railroad tracks. Call 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. That's 352-629-5181. ABC Frederick's Appliance.
News Talk 1370, WOCA invites you to discover your full business potential. News Talk Radio is the perfect environment for your advertising. WOCA's News Talk format pinpoints information-hungry, better educated, high-income adults, so use us to talk to them. Call 732-8000, 732-8000. We're Ocala News Talk Radio. News Talk 1370, WOCA.
Hey, I'm Gary. And I'm Eric. Did you know that Red Eye Radio is on WOCA The Source every night from 2 to 6 a.m. and it's live?
That's right. No tape shows here.
We know that the news doesn't sleep.
And neither do we. So we're here with you live from 2 till 6 a.m. every weekday. Call us 866-90-RED-EYE. So join me, Gary McNamara.
And me, Eric Harley, every weeknight to discuss the latest in news and entertainment.
Right here on WOCA The Source.
Hey, Matt, I know Sunrise Automotive does auto stuff, but I need some tires for my truck. Can you recommend someone?
Yes, I can. We do that.
No, I mean, I need them installed and balanced and all that.
Yep, we do that.
Well, my son needed his windows tinted.
Yep, we do that.
I need my seat replaced.
Yep, we do that too.
I need a new roof line, a new spoiler, and a new trunk.
We can even do that too.
Okay, I get it. I suppose you can also do a radio show too, huh?
Well, as a matter of fact, join me every Monday at 10 for auto repair with personal care here on The Source.
Of course you do.
Now is the time to take advantage of Florida Credit Union's CD specials. Our 36-month CD comes in at 1.26% APY. A 24-month is working for you at 1.0% APY. And our 12-month at 0.75% APY. All CD rate specials require $10,000 minimum. With friendly service and rates like these, it's not hard to see why Florida Credit Union has your CD options covered. Florida Credit Union, connecting your money to your life. Call 352-237-8222 for more information. Must act by 1/15/14.
All right, thank you. 12 minutes before 8 o'clock. Nice looking Tuesday morning. Just to recap, I played a soundbite from Alan Dershowitz, who obviously is a very liberal guy, but yet he feels like the indictment against Texas Republican Governor Rick Perry was not the way to handle any disagreement over a decision he made. Of course, he was indicted on two counts for abuse of power by withholding funds for the district attorney's office in Travis County. And the district attorney, I don't know if the video shows that she was drunk. The video shows her the next morning when she's being very belligerent. But anyway, but that aside, the bigger picture, the bigger question here is of using the criminal justice system to attack political adversaries. And that seems to be the issue here, whether you're talking about Chris Christie and or the president of the United States. I think this happened to Sarah Palin a couple of times, right? So that's where I think we're going down the wrong road. And I hate when precedence is always cited, because you say, well, wait a minute, the precedent you're cited was wrong too.
Yeah.
Pete waited through the commercial break to comment on this, and I appreciate that. Good morning. Thank you, Pete.
Good morning. This is a really interesting topic with a bunch of different facets. And as far as the specific of Governor Perry, I'm not a big fan of his, although I do applaud what he's doing down on the border. But this is just bad politics all around. His veto of the funding for this district attorney's office in response to her belligerent drunken tirade, that was a bad move. I mean, that politics requires a little bit of subtlety, and he obviously does not have that quality. And then this lawsuit is frivolous on several different counts. And I agree with you that this lawsuit happy culture we live in is spreading to the political arena, and that suit by John Boehner against the president, that's a really weak move. That's, if that's a chess move, that is a very weak pawn move that isn't going to accomplish anything. And I think one more thing I want to say before I let someone else get on the air. Our leaders are supposed to be, what's that saying, the best and the brightest.
Yeah.
These are supposed to be the smartest people that we can find, the most highly motivated, the most patriotic. They're supposed to be selfless people who are dedicated to public service and supporting the Constitution and protecting our country, making our country stronger. If these people that we have in office right now, like Governor Perry and like this district attorney that filed the lawsuit, and like John Boehner, who's trying to sue the president, and all the other knuckleheads that we have up there in Washington and in the state, government, if this is the best and brightest, we are in serious trouble, because like I said earlier, I'm going to repeat myself and then I'll hang up. Politics is a game which requires subtlety. You just can't go in there with a sledgehammer and start banging things up. That's not the way to get things done. Thanks, Larry.
Thank you, Pete. Well said. And Pete brought something up also that I'll just reiterate. And we do have another call. Just hang in there a second. The thing I think is important to note, and I do agree with Pete on this, is that the Governor Perry's decision to withhold the money because of the fact that maybe the district, I'm sorry, what was the lady's title again? Was
district attorney, wasn't she?
But anyway, because she was drunk, that doesn't seem to make sense, because one person's inappropriate behavior shouldn't stop whoever was supposed to be receiving that money. You could veto it for another reason, but for that reason, unless there's something to it I don't understand. But still, that aside, the whole idea of filing a lawsuit to indict somebody to possibly get them to have to pay a fine or even do jail time because of a political decision, I think Alan Dershowitz hits it on the head, and so did Pete. Let's take the next call. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air.
Hey, it's me, Tom.
Hey, Tom.
Hey, real quick. I mean, I can't remember how many years back it was, but I remember when the people in California were so upset with their governor that Schwarzenegger, rallied people up, and they did a recall vote and got rid of the governor and elected Schwarzenegger. I mean, it was a political process done the way it's supposed to be done. They don't like what the governor's doing, recall him, do a recall election and fire him. And that leads me to the second thing. The people we have in Congress now are a disgrace. An 87% disapproval rating. Larry, if Joe disapproved of your job at 87% disapproval rating, would you still have a job? Why are we letting these people stay in office? How can we how can we as an American people be so stupid? I'm at the point where I am not voting for any incumbent, and I urge everybody I know not to. We might lose a couple of good ones. Okay, fine. They can sit it out for one term until, things straighten out. But we need to get rid of the deadwood that's up there. 87% disapproval rating. That's a disgrace. Have a good day.
Thank you, Tom. Thank you.
Bye.
That's a good point too, and that's a tough one to call though, because when John Lund used to do the show here in the afternoons, he often would say something that was really dead on, that we hate Congress, but we love our congressmen.
Yeah.
And I think that is really true. I mean, we somehow like the guy who represents us, not everybody, but in general. So you don't want to vote out the only guy you can vote out.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
So you're in favor of everybody else being voted out, but you don't want your guy to be voted out. Now, if you're in Anthony Weiner's district, then you probably wanted to get rid of him because he was an embarrassment.
Exactly.
And where was the other guy? There was another congressman who was afraid of putting too many people on the island of Guam. Is that right?
Oh, yeah.
Because he thought it was going to tip over?
Yeah, right. Now that was a nutcase in itself.
Because global warming was causing the island to be unstable, and you would tip it over if you put too many people over there?
Yeah, he's a nutcase.
I mean, anything like that, I guess the people in their districts probably want to get rid of them. But and I guess you could connect this to the trouble happening in Ferguson, Missouri, somewhat, because if indeed there is some political thing going on up there that is causing I don't know, an imbalance.
Yeah.
In racial representation of the law enforcement. See, I don't know. In this case, if the young man was reaching for the police officer's gun, which is what he says, then I don't know. Police officers are trained.
Yeah.
This is what you do when that happens, and
That's right.
and unfortunately, it's what happened. Now, if the kid wasn't reaching for the gun, that makes all the difference in the world to me. But I'll never understand all the rioting in the streets. I'll never understand.
No.
Tearing up somebody's business, looting, taking TVs or whatever it is out of there.
The place you live in.
I'll never understand that part of it. But the due process, as frustrating as it may be, is the best bet we have. Good morning. Thank you for calling. You're on the air.
Good morning. To comment on that Ferguson thing, it is a sad thing, but if you look at the video, which they're mad, the parent side is mad that the video came out of him robbing the store. The police supposedly didn't know that he was the one who robbed the store. But you don't loot like you're saying. That's been happening in Watts. That's been happening before I was born. How can you say that your community is going to be rational and the child was killed for being a rational person when you come out and every time there's an event, the whole community acts, well, I can't say a whole community, but a good majority of the community comes out and does not act like a normal American citizen should act. And you can't have that. It's gone to the point where there's been tons of people that aren't African American that have been shot, killed, and it gets thrown by the wayside. You have stars like Jamie Foxx coming out saying, "Oh yeah, in his interviews, it was fun doing this movie Django. I got to kill white people." But if it's someone who wasn't African American said that, the career would have been done. So this country is never going to heal until we get the issues out on the table. People become accountable, and you don't become accountable by having Jesse Jackson and Al Sharpton. And I don't even listen to the arguments anymore because I was a nurse in Baltimore when a family of black people, 3 generations, got firebombed in their house by another black individual because the city had a slogan called Believe in your community, report drug dealers. They did that. They got firebombed. The whole family died, 3 generations, and you didn't see Al Sharpton, the NAACP, or Jesse Jackson coming out there saying, "Stop this. No, let's hold them accountable." If you don't hold your own community accountable, how are you going to jump when somebody else possibly did something wrong? So to me, it's like it's going to get to the point like the little boy who cried wolf, and America's going to wake up, and the NAACP is going to either change to become a good organization instead of one that's a bully. And that's just my opinion.
All right. Thank you for the call. I appreciate the input. And we are at the end, so we have to take a little break. We'll be right back. This is The Source, WOCA Ocala.
Broadcasting from the Paddock Mall Studios, this is WOCA, Ocala, Gainesville, The Villages, 1370 AM, 96.3 FM, The Source.
Fox News Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The clashes continue in Ferguson, Missouri over the shooting of an unarmed black teenager.
Militant protesters firing shots and throwing Molotov cocktails, and police firing tear gas and using other types of force. More destruction to businesses and over 30 arrested.
Small number of violent agitators to hide in the crowd and then attempt to create chaos.
State Patrol Captain Ron Johnson pleading with the community to help authorities push the criminals out of Ferguson.
Fox Radio's Jeff Manasso. Authorities say at least 2 people were shot. The World Health Organization says the Ebola outbreak has killed more than 1,200 people now, and evacuations in an out-of-control wildfire growing near Yosemite National Park in central California. It's grown to 1,200 acre. County Sheriff says he's issued mandatory evacuation orders for 13,000 homes and businesses. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business Network.
This is Dennis Baxley on behalf of my friend Carl Zalek, the conservative Republican from Marion County Commission. As our Commissioner, Carl Zalek has reduced government waste and kept government out of our pockets. Carl Zalek is a strong force for building a Marion County future that protects faith, family, freedom, and opportunity. I have the privilege of protecting your Second Amendment rights in the state legislature. As the father of Stand Your Ground, I know that Carl Zalek will be at my side defending our constitutional rights. Carl is a true principled conservative and my choice for County Commission. Join me in voting for Carl Zalek.
This is Carl Zalek, and I believe that making government more accountable and continuing to reduce burdensome regulations and taxes creates the pathway for making Marion County prosperous again. I'm Carl Zalek, and I'm asking for your vote and support for Marion County Commission because we don't need Washington-style big government tax and spend policies here in Marion County.
Remember to vote August 26th. Political advertisement paid for and approved by Carl Zalek, Republican for Marion County Commission, District 4.
It's rodeo time in Florida. The 32nd annual Ocala Shrine Rodeo returns with the best of man, muscle, and a stampede of horsepower. August 29th and 30th, witness America's #1 sport and the greatest show on dirt. Showtime, 7:30 each night at the Southeastern Livestock Pavilion. For rodeo information, call 352-402-8808. August 29th and 30th. Don't miss the Ocala Shrine Rodeo.
Sign up for this year's Marion County Heart Walk and be part of a local movement that's helping others live longer, healthier lives. Join me, Corey Poole, your 2014 Marion County Heart Walk Chairman, and walk with me on Saturday, October the 4th at the Baseline Road Trailhead. It's a free event promoting physical activity and heart-healthy living. To find out how you can help fight the #1 killer of all Americans, visit us online at marionheartwalk.org.
All right, 4 minutes after 8 o'clock. Beautiful looking Tuesday morning. Thank you for tuning in. We will switch gears now from the serious side to the less than serious side. Galen Unald is on the phone. We have plenty of serious stuff we talk about with Galen, by the way.
Yeah,
I don't want anybody to think we always jump the gun. You jump shift the emotions or whatever you call it here. But but it's fun to have fun. It's fun to have fun, and part of our job is to entertain, and we always like doing that. Plus, Galen's got a more important message than anything anyway. It's that if you want to save lives, it's as simple as donating blood. He, of course, represents Life South Community Blood Center. And before we go to Galen, this segment is sponsored by, and please thank them for this, Penn Flooring sponsors this, and they provide quality customer service with a family touch. They've been doing that for over 25 years. You can visit their spacious showroom at 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Tell them you heard about them on WOCA, and then they'll know that their ads are working. And by the way, you could be advertising here, too.
Right.
We use Penn Flooring, by the way, here at WOCA, and so should you. And Galen is on the phone. Good morning, Galen.
Hey, good morning, Larry, Robin. How are y'all?
Pretty good. Where are you right now?
I'm on my way to Gainesville. I haven't quite gotten the car, but I probably will by the time this interview's over.
Okay, all right. So did you did you have a breakfast this morning? Did you eat breakfast?
No.
Do you normally not eat breakfast?
Yeah, it's pretty rare for me to eat breakfast. I know it's bad, but I just don't do it.
Me too. So, but when you do, is it an at home or is it a fast food? What do you do for breakfast?
It's very rarely at home, so I mean, it's pretty rare for me to eat breakfast at all. So
when you're on the road, do you drive through?
No,
not even on the road, huh?
No.
Well, that is kind of my topic today, is fast food. But I wanted to ask you first how the blood supply is. So let's do that.
Well, right now we're actually in good shape. We have about a 4.5 day supply, which is pretty good considering the time of the year, and we just need to maintain that. So people, please give. That's really the message today, is please give blood.
Do you ever bring the blood mobile to a fast food place?
Yes, we have.
And what do you get? Lots of cholesterol? What do you get?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's kind of we try to take the bloodmobiles where there are people going to be, or where there are people, a lot of traffic, and so that's what you typically get at a fast food place. Is people coming through. But the problem is they're just not there to stay, and so they're not the best locations in the world unless they're having like a car show or something like that. That's some great blood drives at like Sonic where they're having a car show, but that's usually where we have the most luck.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to have traffic staying there then, I guess, and not just drive through people.
I see.
Right.
I think what Sonic offers different than most fast food is the fact that you can stay in your car and park.
Yeah.
For some reason, we don't.
Right.
Some people don't like to get out of their cars. They go to McDonald's. They stay in their car.
No.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Yeah. I mean, you don't go through a drive-through to get out of your car.
Have you ever seen a long drive-through line and decided to just go inside, but took note of the car you would have been behind?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you come out after walking in, and you're leaving the parking lot before that guy.
That's right. Exactly.
Yeah.
You're still in line.
And then you kind of feel like, okay, that was worth it. That was worth
Yes.
the extra effort of getting out of the car. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So for some reason or other, we, not just as Americans, but we as planet Earthlings, because fast food is the entire planet practically, we have become passionate about our fast food, and I have some funny stories regarding that. You ready?
Absolutely.
There's an 88.
Fast foods are a first world problem. That's for sure.
It is a first world problem. There's plenty of first world countries. All right, so here we go. There was, this man is deceased, an 88-year-old man named David Kime Jr. of West York, Pennsylvania. He was a big Burger King fan. And he asked, before he died, that his family, when he dies, takes the funeral procession through the Burger King drive-thru.
Oh my gosh.
And they did.
Oh.
One of his daughters bought him his favorite meal and put the bag with the food in it, whatever was in it, on his casket.
Oh. Oh my gosh.
Right.
That just seems weird.
It does.
Yeah, people are weird. People are weird.
Does anybody eat it like later on? Are you going to bury this with him, or can I have it?
Oh, that would be disgusting.
Nobody can eat it. You're not going to want it.
That would be gross.
Anybody want this? It was just symbolic. Anybody want these?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. It's a dead man's party.
All right. The next story is about a lady named Nigella. Nigella.
And by the way, it's not like the guy in the cast that's going to care one way or the other.
No, he won't care.
But,
he won't care.
no.
Oh, hold on. The phone rang. Good morning. You're on the air.
Good morning. Well, talking about fast food, over in China, one of those Asian countries, McDonald's is so popular, they actually have weddings ceremonies inside McDonald's with the wedding cake and the food and everything else, and it's like a big trend over there in one of those Asian countries I saw on one of the travel channels.
Oh, really?
Wow.
See, I thought it was more like Burger King because she heard that if you went there, you could get a Whopper.
That's right.
Thank you.
Yeah, but in the translation, Big Mac probably means that.
Yeah, that's right. The battle.
You got, I've been to over there. Kentucky Fried Chicken is massive. So, when I went to Hong Kong, I mean, that was the only fast food place in the country was Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Is that right? Do you know the Chinese restaurant that used to be in the whatchamacallit? What was that thing called on the boulevard that we used to go to?
Oh, gee.
I always forget the
Can't
name of the
remember
place.
now. Yeah, it's right next door to Wolfie's. I
Yeah.
can't
Miami
remember.
Subs?
No.
Atlantic Buffet.
Wing House.
Atlantic Buffet is what it was
Yeah.
called. And
It's
before that was
closed
Barn
now.
Hills. It was Barn Hills before that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's closed
So anyway, when it was a Chinese restaurant, we got to know one of the Chinese waitresses, and she was talking to us about where she was from. It was very broken English. And then she showed us on her smartphone the map.
Yeah.
And then the street view. And in the street view, you could see a KFC.
Yeah, exactly.
So, wow.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
There you go.
Technology.
So let me tell you about Nigella.
You know what chicken tastes like in China?
No.
Chicken.
It's a chicken. Nigella Lawson is a 25-year-old woman. She weighs 491 pounds. And the reason is... Wait. I'm sorry.
I thought you would want me to answer that. I'm like, I don't know her.
No,
Larry.
sorry, I had the wrong name. No,
I'm pretty sure her caloric intake is higher than her exercise regimen.
I have the wrong name. Gabby Jones is her name. Gabby Jones.
Oh, okay.
Don't know Gabby either.
Is the 25-year-old. She weighs 491 pounds because when she eats to excess, it gives her an orgasm.
Oh, my gosh.
So she will eat ice cream, cake,
What?
pizza. Yes.
Is her boyfriend around
She's-
when that happens?
Not at 451 pounds.
She suffers from a medical condition called persistent genital arousal syndrome.
Uh-huh.
Persistent. Wow.
Yeah, PGAS for short. I have PGAS.
P-gas. I got P-gas. Is that like a pickup line you use in a bar?
Oh gosh, that's too funny.
Well, that's what it spelled out, Larry.
I sure did, didn't I? All right, and she
Do the P-gassers have a convention?
and P-gas happen when you have P-gas. Orgasms are triggered by food intake.
Oh, my gosh.
That is crazy. You said excessive food intake.
That's what she says.
So the whole thing with when Harry met Sally
Yes.
makes sense now.
Yeah.
That poor
makes sense.
Sally had P-gas.
Well, nobody's going to do their work today. They're all going through the drive-through right now on their way to the
got
job.
P-gas.
And they're all going to have P-gas today.
Now I wonder if just when she's full, she's full. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
Oh man. My friends thought I was making it up, she said. I was stunned, but in no doubt of what had happened. She put on 209 pounds the first time she experienced it, after the first time she experienced it, which was 5 years. The 209 pounds went on during the course of 5 years. She realized that when she gorged, she would climax, and she would continually go back to her favorite fast food restaurant, which is not named.
Oh.
Because the P-gas.
That restaurant will make a lot of money if they put that name out there.
Well, the truth is it's like, lettuce doesn't do it for me.
Lettuce.
You know, that double Whopper with cheese, though. Now we're talking.
There you go.
Oh, goodness.
Hold the lettuce.
Hold on. Let me go to the phone. Good morning. You're on the...
Hey, good morning, guys.
Good morning.
You know, when I went to China, I've been quite a few times, quite often, and my wife's actually Chinese, but I'd go into the McDonald's or whatever restaurant we went over there, and I realized what I missed about the American restaurant, but the Burger King or whatever in this country. I missed the guy with the baggy pants. I missed the guy with the hair hanging out. I missed the guy flipping my burger back there with no gloves on, and I missed the mixed up uniforms or unkempt uniforms that they wear in the restaurants here. Over there, they actually work and they do serve you. It's a service industry. And when you go into the restaurant, you actually get great service. And it's very, very, very clean. I mean, there are people that are just cleaning all the time. Of course, they got 1 billion people that do that, too.
Okay.
You know?
So their hygiene is better than ours.
Oh, it's unbelievable. Yeah. You don't see food, drop tater tots on the floor that get smashed around. I mean, you learn to love that, I guess. I missed it so much the whole time I was there. I said, gee, I can't wait to get back to that.
Get back to the slobs. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Do you know, thank you.
Anyway, thanks, guys.
Do you know Galen, I know we've got to take a break, but there was a McDonald's, there probably still is a McDonald's, where 40 and I-75 are.
Yeah.
And I used to go there, I guess because I lived in Rainbow Lakes at that time. And when I would stop there, I would always know when the manager was there. The manager was a guy who was always like perfectly dressed, and he was a real nice guy, but you could tell that he was strict with his people, but kind.
Yeah.
And they always behaved. Everybody was always on. They always behaved. Everything was done right. And then when he would have the day off, everything was a mess.
Yeah, exactly.
You could always tell. There was a young lady who was the manager of the Burger King on the Boulevard, and I used to notice the same thing over there.
Yeah, exactly.
So I think the key is to have a skilled manager.
At all times.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just think of where we would be without Joe.
That's right.
Yeah, Robert and I'd be all over the place.
That's right. It'd be a mess.
Couldn't control us.
The bad thing about radio is that, he can listen. So even when he's not there, he knows when we screw up. That's why I stay the source.
That's right. That's why you say the source. All right, we need to take that little break that we do right about now. It's just a tiny bit late, but we'll be back with Galen Unol. I have some more fun stories from fast food restaurants. We'll be right back.
The weather is brought to you by myfwc.com. Safe boating is no accident. Sunshine mixing with clouds today and hot with a thunderstorm in the area this afternoon and evening. The high today 92 to 96. Then mainly clear and warm tonight of 73 to 77. Tomorrow, intervals of clouds and sun. There can be a thunderstorm in places, mainly near the coast, though, the high 92 to 96. And on Thursday, sunshine mixing with clouds. Watch out for a shower or thunderstorm, high 92 to 96. From the Florida Weather Center, I'm meteorologist Joe Lundberg.
Are you a mom looking for inspiration? Are you creative? Mamazine.com is a lifestyle blog designed for the local mom to be inspired by the beauty of motherhood while staying current on local events and issues. Visit Mamazine.com today to find events around town, recipes, imaginative play ideas, and more. Mamazine.com.
Here's what you may have missed on the John Tesh Radio Show.
We should eat our larger meals earlier in the day so we have energy, and eat our smallest meal at night so the body can focus on sleeping. Successful relationships aren't supposed to be perfect. They require vulnerability. Telling yourself that a guy isn't good enough, our expert says you're really just giving yourself an excuse to stop trying. Couples should send 2 texts a day that provoke interest, like, I want to tell you about this cool vacation idea I had.
Intelligence for your life on the John Tesh Radio Show. Don't miss this stuff.
All right, thank you. 18 minutes after 8 o'clock. Thank you for tuning in this Tuesday morning. Galen Unol is on the phone from Life South. And remember, this segment is brought to you by Penn Flooring. Go say thanks to them for supporting this program and helping us to remind everybody of the importance of donating blood. It's kind of a win-win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
So the next one I have, Galen,
Yes.
I don't think anything's going to top the pea gas. By the way, nothing's going to top
And
that.
but let's be honest, you don't want to top pea gas.
No. So we have.
You just want to let it flow.
We've already reached the pinnacle of the segment, I think, but you never know. You never know. The next one is an interesting thing. If you ever worked, I worked at a pizza place when I was a kid in California, but other than that, I don't think I ever worked in a fast food place.
Mm-hmm.
And we didn't serve French fries. If you work in a place that serves French fries, and somebody comes in and asks for chips, what do you normally think they're asking for? If they have a British accent, you think they're asking for French fries.
Right.
Right?
Right.
If they don't, what do you think they're asking for? Potato chips?
Yeah.
Okay.
Who knows?
It's my
Who
guess.
knows?
So some guy came in. He said,
You usually look at him like, "Hey, buddy, what's your problem?"
he says, may I take your order, please? The customer says, I'd like some chips. The customer did not have a British accent. So the young man says, well, we don't have chips, but would you like fries? Thinking that's what he might have meant anyway. And the guy says,
Right,
no,
sure.
I'd like some chips. So the customer then points to the chocolate chip cookies sitting out front. And he says, you know what I want? I want chips. And he says, oh, you mean chocolate chips? And he goes, no, chips. But he pointed to the chocolate chip cookies. He said, I'm sorry, sir, I don't understand. If you'd like to get my manager to see what you're talking about. So I don't want your manager, I want chips. You know what chips are? Like chips of chicken. The guy meant chicken nuggets.
Oh.
Chicken nuggets.
Now
And-
that's a new one on me.
Can you imagine? I want some chips.
Gosh, yeah.
Hey, you must be at work right now, huh?
No, not at all.
Okay.
I was wondering where that story was going, Larry. That one wasn't as good as pea gas.
No, it wasn't as good. And I warned you that it wouldn't be.
But chicken nuggets, that's chips.
But it's just a funny story, and pea gas tops them all, so I should have held on to it. So what was the noise in the background? That sounded like an office phone.
It was. I don't know. Somebody's calling my office. I don't know.
Oh, okay. Now this is just a cute one, right? This is just a cute one. Nothing will top pea gas, so don't expect anything. Here we go. There's a guy at a fast food restaurant. His name is Jesus, and of course, his name tag says Jesus, which is just like Jesus. Okay, so a man and his little girl go to eat at the restaurant, and the little girl says, "Daddy, look, they have Jesus working here. Now we don't have to pray before we eat."
Oh.
And then the father says, "No, that's Jesus. That's not Jesus. That's Jesus."
Mm-hmm. Oh, that's funny. That's so cute. I like that.
Just a cute story. All right, here's another fast food. Now this is a sports/fast food story. And are you familiar with linebacker Casanova McKenzie from? I don't know. Do you know who that is?
Say it again.
He's from Birmingham, Alabama. I guess he's a football player, and a college football player.
Casanova McKenzie.
He's a linebacker named Casanova McKenzie.
No.
Don't know him. Okay.
No.
When McKenzie visited the Clemson campus looking for a school to attend, there was no Chick-fil-A in sight. So he decided to go to. Let's see. He said it was a kind of environment. Plus, they had no Chick-fil-A on campus. He said when asked why he didn't choose Clemson.
Jeez, that's funny.
Yeah, he had to be at a school that had Chick-fil-A on campus.
Oh my gosh.
I can't remember what campus he went to. I know nothing beats pea gas. Nothing.
I think he went to Auburn, but that's still.
I think so. Yeah, I think you're right. Okay.
That guy's going to turn into a lineman if he keeps eating at Chick-fil-A.
Well, if he has pea gas, it'll happen quicker.
That's right.
Yeah, absolutely.
By the way,
Absolutely.
I don't think pea gas could happen to a guy. I just don't think so.
Really?
I don't think so.
Really?
Galen?
Well, let's be okay. All right. Yeah, you are absolutely correct, Larry. Because you know why? A woman's orgasm is this mythical thing sometimes that can be impossible to achieve. Right?
Right.
I mean, how many times is if you ask a woman, like in a poll, would you rather have like the best cheesecake of your life, for example, or sex? The woman says, well, is it chocolate cheesecake? And then she goes, I'll take the cheesecake. Right? I mean, you've never heard a guy equate chocolate to an orgasm.
Exactly.
Ever. But like women say it all the time.
Right. Yeah.
You guys better have candy bars with you next time you're with your woman. That's it.
Well, I think it'd be a
working
blessing
and feed
if
her
you were married to
chocolate.
somebody who had pea gas. I think it'd be easy. I think it's simple.
Well, they really would be, honey. I want to make whoopee. Here is some, whatever your favorite meal is.
Here's a Big Mac.
Here's a Hershey bar.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's just crazy.
By the way, do you actually say making whoopee, or was that just a dating game
Oh
reference?
no, it was both.
Or newlywed?
Newlywed game.
Hit the sack.
In every one of those shows I've ever, and I really didn't. I'll be honest. I used to watch like the reruns
Yeah.
when I was growing up. I didn't know what whoopee was.
Yeah.
And then there's a connection at some point in your life. And you go, oh, that just made that entire game show a lot more funny.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, but, once an episode, somebody said whoopee.
Yeah. And that's the
Yeah,
funny
whoopee
part.
was in every one of those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be.
Do you know there's one video? I don't know if you've ever seen it, and I'm guessing you have. But well, gosh, I got two thoughts in at the same time. But anyway, the wife is answering the question, and the husband is in the secure booth or whatever, and the host, whatever his name was, says, "Would your husband say he's more urban or rural?" And she doesn't know what either one of those words means. So, of course, the rules say you can only ask the question again. You can't explain it. So he asks it again, and she goes, "Well, I think he's more urban." And then the host says, "Well, why?" "Well, we're seeing the doctor about it, but right now he's more urban than anything." It's like, what?
What is that?
What? So funny thing.
Oh my God! Yeah, because they were really
good stuff.
naive back then in the '60s.
By the way, have you seen An Idiot Abroad yet?
Have I seen any what?
An Idiot. Have you seen An Idiot Abroad yet? Have you seen the show?
No, I won't. And by the way, just because I can't let it go, Bob Eubanks, of course, is the
Thank you.
host of the Newlywed Game.
Thank you. That was
No, and I'm not going to, Larry. And speaking of that, has your recommendations changed at all?
I haven't looked yet. I haven't gone back to. I keep thinking I should cancel it. It's $9 for nothing.
Well, yeah. If you don't use it, that's correct. It equates to nothing.
That's right.
Well, the only reason I'm asking you because I was asking somebody else the other day. Oh yeah, I love that show, and that's my favorite scene. That one with the
The guy with the
broomstick.
Well, that's
broomstick.
great.
Yeah.
That wasn't me.
Good morning. You're on the air.
Hey, good morning. That young woman with that condition. She was just taking the Burger King slogan and using it to the nth degree, right? Have it your way.
That's right.
And that from a church organist. Man.
There you go.
Well, she's
Absolutely.
human too.
That's funny, Lauren. Thank you. I think I embarrassed her. I'm not so sure.
She may not call
She
back.
bailed out.
Yeah, but she's
She
human too.
may
She's
not
a
call
maniac.
back.
All right. Do I have any more? Nothing's going to beat the pea gas thing. That's the only problem.
Nope.
Well,
Not anytime soon, Larry. I mean,
here's one. This is a woman who has short hair and wasn't wearing makeup this day, and so she says, "Welcome to the restaurant. How are you today?" And the woman says, "I'm good." Then she says to her son, "Tell the lady what you want." And the son says, "Mommy, that's a man."
Oh, good for the children.
Wow.
And so then the woman says, "Don't say that. You'll make her feel bad." And then the woman said, "That's okay. I hear it all the time." Then the woman says to the customer woman says to her, "You really should put on some makeup."
Oh.
It's like, oh, man, tell you what people should be doing.
She could have said you could have shown more cleavage. That would have made her feel better.
Maybe she's not that kind, bro. It's just everybody's different.
Well, I'm still confused if it's a guy or a girl now. I don't know.
All right, and let's see. There was one more I thought I would share with you about a fire. Okay, this is a customer who comes to the restaurant and says, "I ordered $40 worth of food. Why are you standing outside?" Everybody was standing outside because they had an electrical fire at the restaurant, and I guess he had ordered it like in advance before he got there. And the worker says, I'm sorry, ma'am, we've had a small electrical fire. And she says, well, is my chicken ready? Someone can just go in and get it. I've already paid. So the worker says, you want someone to go into a burning building to get your chicken? And she says, yes. So the supervisor comes over and says, ma'am, even if someone did get your chicken, it wouldn't be safe to eat. It was in the warming tray right below where the smoke came pouring out. So anyway, the supervisor then works with the lady and gets frustrated, I guess. So he goes inside, I guess, to the cash register, even though there was smoke in there, gets $60 and gives it to her. And then he speaks to the actual kid who took the order, and he goes, well, it was a $42.50. She pulled away. He gave her $60 and she had only spent $42.50.
Oh, okay.
End of the story. So she was ripping him off.
Oh,
kind of like that guy was trying to. I know we ran out of time. I should have stopped with the pea gas. Galen, where's the Bloodmobile today?
Bloodmobile today is actually at the Walmart down in the Villages, Redwood Road.
Wedgwood Road Villages. All right. If you can't do that, go donate blood somewhere. A good choice might be on Silver Springs Boulevard, right next door to the Cascades. That's where Life South is. In Denali, where would you go, Robin?
Right next to the Winn-Dixie.
Save some lives.
Winn-Dixie.
Galen, have a great day. Don't get pea gas.
No. Well, or maybe. I don't know.
Radio, I'm Lillian Wu. The clashes continue in Ferguson, Missouri over the shooting of an unarmed black teenager.
Militant protesters firing shots and throwing Molotov cocktails, and police firing tear gas and using other types of force. More destruction to businesses and over 30 arrested.
Small number of violent agitators to hide in the crowd and then attempt to create chaos.
State Patrol Captain Ron Johnson pleading with the community to help authorities push the criminals out of Ferguson.
Fox Radio's Jeff Manasso. Authorities say at least 2 people were shot. The World Health Organization says the Ebola outbreak has killed more than 1,200 people now, and evacuations in an out-of-control wildfire growing near Yosemite National Park in central California. It's grown to 1,200 acre. County Sheriff says he's issued mandatory evacuation orders for 13,000 homes and businesses. Fox News, we report, you decide.
There's more to Fox News Radio than meets the ear. Go behind the headlines and join the conversation on the hottest stories of the day on the Fox News Radio Facebook page. Be a part of the Fox News Radio Facebook fan community. Post comments and tell us your opinions. See behind-the-scenes photos and videos and post your reactions to the stories that matter to you. Click the like button on Facebook and connect with breaking news and features like Fox in the Fast Lane, House Call for Help, and more. Go to Facebook.com/Fox News Radio.
Weeknights, we're busting out a brand new lineup. First, market fraud, government abuse, corruption. At 5, nothing's off limits on money with Melissa Francis. Then, from bloated bank fees to consumer scams. At 6, Jerry's exposing the issues impacting your wallet. Plus, get smart market insight and trusted analysis you won't find anywhere else. At 7, Lou Dobbs is all business. And the first and last name in business, Cavuto, shedding light on the biggest stories making headlines at 8. Only on the Fox Business.
Yeehaw! Howdy, folks. RL here to invite you to DQ. Dairy Queen is serving the crispiest, juiciest, most tasty chicken tenders, all beef chili dogs, and quarter-pound cheeseburgers on earth. And you get crispy fries, a drink, and an ice cream sundae of your choice for only $5. Remember, at DQ, you can lick their cones, but you can't beat their shakes. Dairy Queen, Silver Springs, where they always treat you like kings and queens.
Let's face it, nowadays it can be hard to find American-made products, and that's something that Cabinet Sales of North Florida is well aware of. That's why they're an authorized dealer of Wellborn Cabinetry, family-owned and American-made since 1961. Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your answer for complete turnkey kitchen remodels and whole-house cabinetry. Their cabinets are finished with solvent-based enamels for a long-lasting finish that's second to none. Available in an incredible selection of door styles and colors to choose from to turn your dream kitchen into a reality. In-house design and drawing services are available. Come by and see our displays for yourself at the Floors of the Villages, 3935 County Road 216 in Oxford, or Exquisite Design Kitchen and Bath in Bellevue, right across the street from the Bellevue Library. So whether you're looking for bookcases, kitchen, bath, or outdoor kitchen, Cabinet Sales of North Florida is your one-stop source of quality cabinets. For a free estimate, call 352-427-2647. That's 352-427-2647. Cabinet Sales of North Florida.
Ted Yoho's opponent, Jake Rush, has serious new allegations to answer to. One report indicates he sneaks into candy shops and steals all the chocolate because he hates happy children. Ted Yoho's opponent, Jake Rush, causes 87% of traffic backups. It's proven by science. Jake Rush single-handedly raises gas prices and even tried to stop Al Gore from inventing the internet. And here's the truth. The over-the-top false accusations being made about Ted Yoho's opponent, Jake Rush, are why good people don't run for office. Jake Rush didn't say or do any of it. There are a lot of things Jake will admit to. He is a former deputy sheriff, a father, husband, a constitutional lawyer, a straight shooter, a Christian, and a live-action role player. What does that mean? Jake is an amateur actor. Emphasis on amateur. Find out the truth for yourself and learn about Jake's commitment to reduce the national debt, repeal Obamacare, and balance the budget. Visit JakeRushForCongress.com. Paid for by Jake Rush for Congress.
I'm Jake Rush, and I approve this message.
Keep up with what's going on in the downtown area with Ocala Downtown Newspaper. Delivering thousands of newspapers to businesses in the downtown area, Ocala Downtown is there to keep you informed.